Hi everyone! Today we're making crispy, delicious, and super easy chicken tenders in the air fryer. Here's how this one goes. First thing to do is to set up a breading station. A couple of eggs beaten up with a fork. Fun tip, the easiest way to pick out eggshells is by using eggshells. Poke the yolks and whisk away. And I'm going to keep this fork. 1 cup of regular AP flour. I'm using my half cup measure here today. Adding in just a bit of salt and pepper. I'm using white pepper here, but black works fine too. And then just use a fork to blend it all together, and keep this fork too. Now for the crispy coating. Panko is best for extra crispiness. I'm using about half of this 8-ounce canister. These do come in plain, seasoned, and even spicy flavors, so use the ones that you like. I'm using plain today, so I'll be adding in a total of 4.5 teaspoons of ordinary everyday seasonings. If you have a blend or mix that you like, this would be a great time to use it. For example, if you have Cajun, Taco, Montreal, or some similar blend that you want to use up, just add about 4 to 5 teaspoons of that instead of all of this. Stir things around a bit just to spread it all out. And here's the star of the show. Chicken tenders were a great deal at Aldi this week, so I grabbed up this 2-pound package. You could also use 2 pounds of chicken breast cut up into similar sized pieces. All I do to clean them up is use paper towels to remove any excess surface moisture. And then I'll give them a light dusting of salt and pepper on each side. Not too much though. Remember, we've got salt throughout the flour and panko. And now we work each piece through the breading station. Flour first, then eggs, and panko last. I like to use a couple forks to cut down on the mess, but you can use your hands or wear gloves too. I usually use my hands, but I wanted to keep them clean as I'm making a video and going back and forth touching my cameras. So this works for me, and chopsticks are useful too. Just continue on moving them through each coating, making sure to get full coverage in each layer. Nice job! Now I'm going to chill these in the fridge for 30 to 60 minutes while I clean up and go fold some laundry. A cold rest lets the breading cling better. When it's time to cook, preheat your air fryer to 400 degrees. As for cooking sprays, I've turned to using these lately as they don't have any added propellants and lecithin, both of which break down nonstick coatings. You could use a mister bottle, but I find that I didn't use mine often enough and the oils went bad. Spray the basket and lay in half of the tenders. Make sure to leave space around each piece so there's proper airflow all around. These will cook for 12 minutes at 400 degrees with a flip at the halfway point. And remember to spray again after the flip. You see the nice fine spray? You only need 1 pass to get full coverage too. Smells really good in here. I can feel the crunchiness through the tongs. Wow. Keep working in batches to finish the rest, and by the time the second batch comes out, the first one will be cool enough to eat. Tummy is grumbling and it smells so good. Steve showed up just in time to try these. They were really crispy, well seasoned, and the meat is still very juicy. Steve said these were the best ones I've made so far, and he's looking forward to bringing them for lunches this week. So am I. We kept it simple tonight with ketchup and ranch for dipping into, but you can use anything you like. Maybe you have a drawer full of takeout dips that you want to use up. Oh, and sriracha is never a bad idea. Steve's also come around to liking it sometimes. I'm thinking about doing a Parmesan version to dip in marinara sauce next week. Any thoughts? As always, ingredients and instructions are in the description box. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment if you feel like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!